Hey guys, this is Jules.
911 location of your emergency.
Breaking news out of North Idaho. Moscow police are investigating a homicide on King Road.
Is she breathing?
No.
So 5'10", all black. Could you see what color his eyebrows were or anything like that?
No, I don't remember what his eyes look like either.
Officers discovered the bodies of Ethan Chapin, Xana Kernodle, Maddie Mogen, and Kaylee Goncalves, but no weapon has been located at this time.
Arrested. That's 28-year-old Bryan Kohberger in custody today.
Kohberger allegedly stalked one of the victims. That's false.
We do not have evidence that the defendant had direct contact with 1122 or with residents of 1122, but we can put his phone in that area. There are many residences in that area. It's a dense population of mostly college-related occupants.
Everything is alleged. So you guys know that I've sent more than two emails to the Moscow Police Department trying to get some clarity on the 1112 King Road camera footage having no audio from 12:55 a.m. to 2:30. We know that there is audio here because remember, they originally did not send us the 12:55 to 2:30. They sent us an incomplete FOIA with not just that segment missing, but also, I believe, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. as well. They got us the 9 to 10 because that was actually placed in the work order for the entirety of the camera footage. But for some reason, the 12:55 a.m. to the 2:30 segment was not sent when everything else was sent for redaction. So we had to wait almost an entire month for that segment to come to us. When it did, it had no audio. When I asked, I was told it wasn't redacted. It was just simply not there. This was a muted section. That's what they had in their possession. But we know it's not true because, again, the last 5 minutes of this muted section is 2:25 to 2:30. And that segment that they sent us, the very first time they sent us the files, is where that blood-curdling scream is at 2:27 a.m. So the people that sent us this file and are trying to tell us that there's no audio there, already, before this, sent us the proof that there is audio, that somebody is lying. Now, we've received more information on this, but we've also received a lot of other FOIAs that had incorrect information. So instead of trying to email him from the email address that I was given by Amber at the FOIA office that he has never once responded to, I went through the MPD website itself. So if you go to the Moscow Police Department website where you can place a FOIA and go to Online Public Records Request Form, it's going to pop up this website right here. Now you could email this email right here, but it's going to go to the FOIA office. And if you have questions, they're just going to tell you to ask Chief Dahlinger. So if you go back up here and you click on police, it will click on to this portion of the website where it will say email Chief Dahlinger. Now, if you click on this, it'll go to this portal and you do not have to be signed in or anything like that. You put your email down here if you want a copy of what you sent itself, and then you can send it in. That's how I did it this time. And as you can see, at 1:44 p.m., this was submitted and it says online form submittal, Anthony Dahlinger. Now, I'm going to go ahead and read you exactly what I sent him. Chief Dahlinger, I have attempted several times to email you regarding an issue with the 1112 King Road camera FOIA for a few months now. I didn't want to bombard you with constant contact attempts, but several more issues have come up after obtaining more FOIAs, and they need clarity. They, meaning Amber, has stated several times you are who I need to ask these questions to, so I am attempting again. We FOIA'd the 1112 King Road cameras back at the end of 2025. It came to us in several sections. From 12:55 a.m. to 2:30 a.m. is muted completely. When I asked Amber why, she stated it wasn't redacted, there was just no audio there. This is not true, as the next section that was sent was 2:25 a.m. forward, and there is definitely audio, which means from 2:25 a.m. to 2:30 a.m. in the first section, there was a redaction. We were sent the proof by the same people claiming it doesn't exist. We have also reviewed all of the publicly available documents released from either yourselves, ISP or the court itself regarding the 1112 King Road cameras, and it seems the audio issue Ann Taylor originally had was resolved before the plea. We paid for the 1112 King Road camera footage in its submitted form as evidence, and we know per the documents that the audio being missing is not entirely true and that there is a copy somewhere in law enforcement possession that has the audio attached as it should have been received via FOIA. The next issue at hand is the timeline created by your office in partnership with ISP. The 108-page timeline was recently revealed in Broken Plea, which was written with the help of defense expert Dr. Brent Turvey, who supplied this information to the author. It is stated that MPD and ISP turned this timeline in to the LCPA office in November of 2023, but when this timeline was FOIA'd, I was told it simply didn't exist. I also asked if it was just being denied because MPD was not the custodian of the document and was told it just wasn't in the system at all. I would like you or someone above you to provide some clarity of this denial. If someone is including 10 plus pages in a book revealing dates and times and names and locations and source information that they completely made up, that should be addressed publicly. I'm sure you, the chief of police, would agree, especially since there are so many inconsistencies that your department is being partially blamed for. The third issue I'd like for you to address is one of my most recent FOIAs regarding item 40, which was the small red circle stain that was on the second floor in the kitchen, on the floor under the cabinets. We know it tested negative for blood, which is why it was not sent to the ISP FS lab for testing. But when I FOIA'd the chain of custody for this item, the COC that was sent to me was indeed labeled for item 40, but it was described as F3 South Closet Wall. This is incorrect. There was already a labeling issue with the evidence in this case, and according to Paula Sutton's report, item 40 was not originally included in that mix-up. Should it have been? These are just 3 of the issues at hand. I know I'm just a person in Texas, but I'm also a survivor who doesn't appreciate the work that was done here. I look forward to your response. And I look forward to seeing what you guys have to say about what I am asking here. I don't think that this is in a tone that should be ignored. I am very straight and to the point. This is also not my first point of contact trying to get answers with just Chief Dahlinger himself. But again, let me know what you guys are thinking about this down in the comments. And please do not forget that tonight is our first episode of Moscow Monday. If you like the way that I present this information and give my opinion, please don't forget to leave a like on the way out, subscribe to the channel if you have not subscribed already, and please don't forget to make sure that the notification bell is set to all so you don't miss any of my rants, reviews, reactions, updates, or deep dives. See y'all.